What's up, gamers? I don't really have it in me to yell it too loud right now, but I can still yell it. So he found the red gem, and I think that's what you're doing.
I'm double checking something. Okay, I just wanted to be sure that I got the normal gem.
Oh.
Because if I
Just
didn't,
the red gem?
Yeah, I just need the red gem. Because if I didn't have the clear gem, then I would be having to worry about all the boxes, but...
So, according to him, it's in a very stupid location.
Yes! I burned through all my lives jumping down every individual pit in this level looking for something, and I actually found it by doing exactly that. I never would have looked there. Like, there's no Wumpa trail or anything.
How would they put Wumpa fruit if you're just gonna lose it all? That's mean. Oh, that's awkward.
I mean, Crash 3 does the same thing in the future levels.
Yeah, I know, and I don't understand why they do it. It's really disheartening to watch all the Wumpa fruit fly away. You're like, Wumpa fruit! And then you're like, aww.
Yeah, basically gotta go to the end of the level. No, not basically. I have to go to the end of the level.
I was gonna say, is doing that bonus round worth it for the...
It might be, but look, I have 87 lives.
True. Well, I was more thinking of so you don't have to run way too far, because, yeah, see this? And it basically acts as a second
That's true.
check.
Okay, point made. I'll just jump in there and die.
No, you have to finish it. Just run to the end. Like, don't care about getting all the boxes. I hate it when they have a path like this, where it's like, there's select. It's hard to explain, but I hate it when their pathing is all wonky. Like, why hasn't it gone up yet?
I know, it freaks me. I don't like that about the enemies in Crash 2 either. It's just make up your mind.
They're not even that bad in Crash 2. In Crash 2, they have like a path still, except for like maybe I think one.
There's a few of them that don't.
Look at free 1-ups. Which warp room are you in?
4.
I don't remember if this was the one in 4 or the one in like 2.
That are all in 4.
So just don't care about getting all the boxes. Just
yeah, I'm just getting the good ones, I guess.
Yeah, like 1-ups that are like obviously in your way. Why not? This is a long bonus round. Oh my god.
Warp room 4. Remember how many boxes there are here? 47.
Yeah, it might as well have been like its own little freaking level
its own
right
level.
there. Jeez.
A lot of these could have been. That's why there's so many boxes in this game.
Belly flop.
Oh,
that was scary. It's probably scarier than I had to be.
There's something to be a checkpoint right there.
So was I. I was hoping you'd belly flop
there
onto
it is.
one.
Okay.
We almost at the leap of faith?
No, but we're making progress. I think we still have a little further to get. Or actually, no, I think that was the checkpoint. It's just there's a bit more traveling to go through.
That would be a good Crash level name. Making progress.
But there's no pun.
There doesn't have to be a pun all the time.
There does in Crash games.
There's a level called Insanity Island. Where's the... Oh, wait.
You just found it.
Never mind.
Okay, I guess
there's a level called Rolling Stones. Where's the pun there?
It's a reference.
It's just stones that roll. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Hog Wild.
A pun.
Wait, that is a... God.
They're all puns.
Up the creek, never mind.
They're all
upstream.
puns. Just give it up.
Upstream.
Okay, here
That's
it
not
is.
a pun. Why would they expect you to do that?
Like, there's nothing implying that you should jump down there or anything. Like, Entrance does that. This game does that most of the time, but this one instance they don't.
Okay, that one's definitely bad game design. That one's dumb. Maybe if you hit the...
You have to hit this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe, like, hold on. Go, I have an idea. Jump on top of that steel crate.
You can't move the camera down.
Okay, I figured if you jumped on top of that steel crate, you would see the one to the left.
I know, I checked that too.
That's so weird.
After I figure it out, but no.
That's
there's
really...
a nitro line here, which is why you have to skip the detonator.
Oh. That is really bizarre. You could technically just kill yourself if you really wanted to here.
I could, but I figure I might as well... Well, never mind!
Now you have to get the gem all over again. That reminds me of how in Crash 2, there's like multiple gem paths, and some of them they just place the gem at the way beginning, and you can just kill yourself to avoid the rest of the bonus round. There's the one in the B level, it's like, I think it's a purple gem or whatever.
Just to be absolutely sure. I don't trust this game. I don't know the rules for the colored gems. Glad I checked! You can't kill yourself. This isn't your PS1 Crash game.
They learned. Because it's really funny in that level. I love it in that level because it's funny. Literally the hardest part of the bonus round is after the gem. Ooh, that was close.
Oh, I know. That was...
I know this is just like a long stretch before. There we go.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to get the other colored gem that I'm missing. It's level 10. This one shouldn't be nearly as difficult, and I did not get the normal gem here. I saw that, so...
Yeah, you couldn't. You should be able to get it.
The bonus round was locked off. Or, no, it wasn't locked, but I need the double jump.
It was a death route.
Bonus
you
round.
didn't need the double jump. You just wanted to be safe.
Do you want me to prove it to you again?
I know it's hard, but I know it's possible because I've done it. It's just the slide is much stricter in this game. Like, you can't really be flying off a platform. Unlike in Crash 2, where you can kind of like slide off a little bit and then jump still. And Crash 3, by extension. I was thinking this was one of the levels with the gem path, but I guess not.
Nope. We got a gem, but that's it.
I know there's one level that you can't get the box gem or the secondary gem because you need a colored gem.
Probably.
No, there is. I remember. It's one. I think it actually might be one of the levels that has like 190 something boxes or whatever. Maybe not that specific level, but like it has like a lot of boxes.
I don't know what I just activated, but
Doom, doo doo, doo 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 doo.
checkpoint, and all that for 19 boxes.
Sing the song with me. Doom.
It's this. It has to be this.
Doo 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 doo. What are you talking about?
Because I hit the exclamation box earlier and I couldn't tell what it would be for.
I saw those steel crates way above.
Yeah.
They're like over here.
That's for the gem path.
Okay.
Yeah, like this.
That is such a bizarre tip.
Oh, I overshot it.
It's just so weird. Like, I almost feel like you're coming in the wrong direction.
I do too. It's like, this is it. This is what they expect you to do.
It's so weird. It's been so long since I've 100%ed this game. I think the last time I played it was just a straight playthrough, so...
I don't think I've ever 100%ed this game. Actually, no, I haven't, because I've never fought the super boss.
I know when I first played this game I did it, but...
Okay, there's the gem.
Trong! I like how they used the same sound effects from the PS1 game.
Sure, and then get away with it. Why not?
What could possibly go wrong?
He's been traumatized.
There's my eye twitch.
And you're not even done.
I mean, you had to have formed years before you were done, right?
I had had a something, but I don't actually think it was really there until it was over and done with. If people say that at least it's over, yeah, no, they haven't played Bubsy.
Just so everyone knows, he's not joking. Apparently, he legitimately got an eye twitch from this, which is
Thanks, Bubsy.
something. You think that's something that's only in like movies and stuff, but
no, it's not.
I guess not.
It's what happens when you play Bubsy 3D to 100% completion. Except it didn't 100%. I just came close to 100%ing it.
99%. I'm gonna give him shit until the end of the not the year, until the end of time, even beyond the grave.
Yeah, he's gonna force me to go back and get that one stupid rocket.
I won't even force you to go through the game. It's just that
the one rocket.
Hell, if you
I
lost
found out about it from a random reviewer. It's like, it is so obscure. I don't blame myself for a second for missing it. But it gives the red gem a run for its money.
If you don't have it,
it's
or like a save.
Remember password?
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot. I was about to say because I could get you a save, eventually. One of these. It's like the last level too. So
it's the last level.
Yeah.
I was spending literal hours on it, and I was running out of time. It's like, I have to keep going.
I wanna be there when you do it. I wanna be there for your triumphant victory. I have a pinned comment on that video. Cause I was like, hey man, good video.
In that case, I'm not gonna do it until you beat that level, because I want you to go through it blind. Because it is nonsense.
Fair enough.
Right,
I do like I do love how. Let's just go through Warp Room 1 and just work our way out. That's what I like to do. Because then we can kind of revisit these old levels.
Alright, there was a gem path in this level, so that's gotta be what the other one is.
Yep. All the ones that you don't have, you're missing one gem on in this game equal it's something from a gem path. And this is the one I think where you have to backtrack really far to like the left.
It's a decent way, yeah. Like, we found this one before, because I thought there would be a box down there, and there wasn't.
I think you probably thought that at first, and I think we both were like, I think the gem's here. Or the... Yeah.
Yeah, but I kept going anyway, just to be sure. I was like, yeah, okay.
Ooh, extra life.
94?
Almost at 99.
Oh, I know.
We're almost at 99. We're gonna get a trophy for that.
This is an Insane Trilogy, unfortunately.
Would you rather be playing Insane Trilogy?
Honestly, I think I'd rather be with something like this. It's short.
Get that checkpoint. Hold on. There was a checkpoint.
Nope. Aku.
Also an Aku. Even though there's more chances to die in one hit here than there is to take a hit. Though I don't remember this being a particularly tricky bit. Except maybe this section. You have to go so far to the left.
It's not that far.
It's so far.
0 out of 0.
Now that's really weird to look at.
Well, okay, there goes my Akus. I did not see that at all.
I thought that was a part of... Oh, it checkpoints you inside the... It didn't blend in, it just didn't pop up.
Oh, even better.
Yeah. You went in ahead of time. I thought you were supposed to jump on top of the idol heads or whatever. Why are you going so high? That was fucking terrifying.
That was just a reflex spin. I didn't think it would work.
That was terrifying.
In Crash 2, that wouldn't have worked. They would have spun me away.
Yeah. If only you had Aku. Hello, Aku, my old friend.
Mm-hmm.
Come along. And I actually don't know the lyrics to the song, so. Belly flop, belly flop. Oh, belly flop. Yeah. Why do you listen to me?
I don't know.
What?
I mean, I guess I did see it, so there was time to react, but
I guess it's just harder. I guess it's harder for me to see. I was so confused. That's why
that lower route still wraps around, but this is the route I know, so I'm sticking with this.
keeps messaging me. I have to tell them, sorry, I have been busy all day. So then they know to stop bothering me. But does that stop anyone?
No.
Exactly. That frustrates me about a lot of people. It's like, you'll tell them, you're like, hey, I'm busy, and they'll still decide they want to intrude on you, and it's like, dude, I literally just said I'm busy. Or it's even worse when people get upset at you for being busy, like my sisters and stuff, where she's just like, can you do this for me? And I'm like, no, I'm busy. Me and my buddy have plans. What? Did you get the gem?
No, I haven't seen it. It has
that...
to have been along that other route.
This is why 2 routes shouldn't exist.
Goodbye, all those sweet extra lives.
And we were so close to that trophy. Why would they do this?
Oh, yep, there it is.
It's so short on this path, too. God, that's so dumb. Just make it one continuous path.
Why are those tribesmen even here?
I don't know. Why are they anywhere else?
They're in a single level, but they aren't this hard. Usually they just stand up and stay in one position. And that is considerably easier.
Yeah, now they're doing like 360 no-scopes. Like, what do you do about 360 no-scopes?
You're gonna make me start playing Call of Duty again now, aren't you?
Heck yeah! We're actually doing a Call of Duty LP, fun fact.
So, yeah, the only Call of Duty game I've ever owned is the original Call of Duty 2, the World War II one. I have that back on my 360, which I don't even have gold anymore, so I can't play online. Not that I think the servers are even open.
It's actually a good Call of Duty game, surprisingly enough.
Everyone says it is, but I don't know. That just makes me scared of the standards everybody has for Call of Duty, because I absolutely hated that game.
Well, the thing is, it's one of the... It was during the period where, like, 3D FPS games were starting to really become a thing, and they were mostly revolved around, like, World War One, especially World War Two was, like, one of the big ones. Like, a whole bunch of Medal of Honor games sort of followed the same suits.
I don't have to jump those things, I just have to spin. Okay.
We're so used to Crash, too.
I know. I'm probably still going to jump, but...
But yeah, no, it's just a lot of people are just used to that, so... And I am, too, so... I don't know, I do really like those kind of games, though. There's this one game, I don't think I've ever beaten it. It's called Medal of Honor Allied Assault. It's a PC game. I have it on, or I think it's on PC, or other consoles. I know it's on PC, but it could be on other consoles, too.
Okay, no, it's not random. It's 2 ups and then 1 down. Okay. As long as he has a set pattern, I can get through them.
That's good. But yeah, no, it was a really good game, in my opinion. So... I just need to beat it eventually. I actually have the CD, like, literally right behind me. I think it has really good reviews, too. I wonder if it's on, like, Steam. I have a feeling it is for some reason. Ah, no, it's on GOG. Oh, that's kind of cool. Again. It makes it white. Maybe that counts as a checkpoint.
Maybe, but I don't want to check.
Yeah. Medal of Honor Allied Assault. Yeah, I don't know. This is a PC only game. Well, I guess and Mac, but
that's basically PC.
Of course, id Tech is the engine they use. I'm not surprised. That's like the engine everyone used at the time. Reception. It sold 900,000 copies in 2006 for a PC game. That's impressive. That's actually really impressive.
I guess that was the only gem I needed for Warframe 1.
That's good. It sold 1.9 million units between 2000 and 2006. That's a PC exclusive game. That is actually really impressive. Don't tell me you need that enemy.
I think you do.
That's so dumb. Why would they do that? Why is all this extra stuff like have stupid design decisions?
At least they decided to leave it all for the extra content, I guess.
I guess, but it's still stupid. This game has a 91.05% on game rankings and a 91 out of 100 on Metacritic. Holy, this was rated really good. This is apparently, I need to play this game again sometime and beat it. I feel like I've gotten close every time, but I never got through it. Wow, that is... I am so baffled. Like, Call of Duty 2. Let's look at Call of Duty 2 on Metacritic. Oh, Call of Duty 2 is literally just called Call of Duty World War II.
Sounds right.
It's got a 73 on Metacritic.
I was gonna say 7 or 8 out of 10, so yeah, sounds about right.
And the user reviews, 3.4. Yikes.
The internet has not taken kindly to,
Oh no! World War II, that was like the last Call of Duty game.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, okay, yeah, because they tried to remake it and loot boxes.
That's confusing. They didn't remake the game. It was just,
just
called
the title.
Yeah, just called World War II. Why would they do that?
They wanted
so
to reuse
confusing.
the setting as a marketing stunt.
I know, but it's so... It's just confusing when people do
that's
that.
the point. They want to confuse people.
I searched up Call of Duty, and I have over 100 pages on Metacritic.
Good luck.
Let me try to filter this more. Games? What console do you have it on?
360.
360.
I got it on Games of Gold, I believe. Back when I still had that.
World at War, Ghosts, Call of Duty 2. Okay, here it is. 89. 8.2 by fans, but 89 by 65 critics. Generally favorable reviews. Really? An 89 is generally favorable reviews?
Yeah.
63 positive and 2 mixed? That's not considered critical acclaim? Like, that sounds like critical acclaim to me. If the majority are rating it over, like, 70... What constitutes as critical acclaim on this website, then? The lowest score that it has is a 7 out of 10. On 65 critics.
Mm.
That's weird. This almost seems like a death route path just because of how difficult it is.
It is a death route path. These gem routes basically are death routes.
Pretty much, yes.
Because they did away with death routes in this game, so here's your replacement.
Oh god, I searched up Zelda and I saw 99 and I thought that was Breath of the Wild and I was like, when the fuck did this get up to 99? It was Ocarina of Time, though.
Of course it is. But to be fair, a lot of Zelda games have really high scores.
I think everyone except for like Four Swords, probably all the handheld games, including GBA games, I think they're all over 90. Like, okay, let's see. Breath of the Wild, Switch, which is, I guess, the more relevant version. It's one higher than the Wii U version anyways. 97. Ocarina of Time, 99. Link Between Worlds, 91. Okay, that's handheld.
That's surprisingly low.
Ocarina...
People loved it.
I know. Ocarina of Time, 3D, 94. Skyward Sword, 93.
Surprisingly high. That was divisive.
Well, between fans, it was.
Well, yeah, Metacritic is partially fans, though, isn't it?
No, this is all from what's it called? These are all the critic reviews. There's two different sections. Skyward Sword is 81 between fans out of 2,239 ratings. I still think Skyward Sword is really good. I mean, there's some glaring issues like how there's only 3 areas or technically 4 areas, but it has some like the best.
It just doesn't work. Like I would say it's the Wii U-ish. Because I was playing on that, maybe that was the problem, but clearly other people have these problems too on the Wii.
Never had issues, and I played it on the Wii too, and I didn't zilch issues.
It's like, but clearly I'm not alone on this. I don't know what black magic you cast on your systems. But
I think you guys are just calibrating incorrectly.
I swear I'm not.
Because
like I can make most of these games work decently. I can make Secret Rings work, but I can't make Skyward Sword.
Secret Rings just doesn't function. That game just does not function. I've tried. It doesn't work. I've tried. I've streamed it, and people saw it not working.
I could say literally everything you're saying about Skyward Sword, except for the streaming part.
The worst part about Secret Rings 2 is it's impossible to calibrate it correctly, especially because something like Skyward Sword, they have a built-in calibration feature too, which is lovely, in almost every single Wii game that was very motion-focused should have had that. I want to say...
It didn't work. It would always recalibrate wrong.
I've never had that issue. It's
it would
always
been
been
recalibrate to the side of the screen. Every time.
When I go through the game, I'm fairly certain you're gonna see how it's gonna work perfectly fine for me. But Twilight Princess had 95.
That's 2 gems here.
Majora's Mask had 95. Oh, this might be the one I was thinking of then. So Majora's Mask had a 95.
It's actually surprisingly high, but that game didn't really get its fame notoriety until several years later.
And the lower reception, or I guess more lukewarm reception, I guess is the best term. That was more towards fans at the time, but then people started realizing it's actually insanely good. I don't know why. I don't know how it took so long. Maybe it's because they had matured, because most of them were kids at the time. I want to say.
I think it's just because it looks so much like Ocarina of Time, but it's not Ocarina, and people just
Maybe.
expected Ocarina 2, and they didn't get it, and they were mad.
Maybe. The original
I know that's
Wind
the original reason I
Waker.
hated the game.
The original Wind Waker has a 96. That one boggles my mind personally. The original Wind Waker is so tedious to me, it's not even funny. Like the Wii U version basically fixed Wind Waker for me. Because there's so much dumb stuff in the original game. It's like one of the few remakes of Zelda that I actually can think of where they actually fixed stuff.
It's also one of the first ones, so
Yeah.
that. They kind of stopped caring about that.
Ocarina of Time didn't fix anything. They didn't really change anything. And same with Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask, they couldn't stop changing things.
The only thing they really changed in Majora's Mask was the Bomber's Notebook that I can think of offhand. And
the bosses. Let's see, fishing.
But that was just an addition. That's not a change. That's an addition.
That's a change.
That's an addition.
It wasn't in the original game, therefore it is a change.
Yeah, no, it's an addition.
Yeah, that's a change.
They added it to the game. Regardless, it's absolutely pointless. It does nothing. You don't get anything from it. They just put it in the game for people that want to fish for some reason. I guess people really liked fishing in original game.
No, they didn't.
I don't know why they
asked for this.
I don't know why they put it in then.
Why did they make half the bosses worse?
Yes, you're right. I thought about that, then I was like, wait, there's only 4 bosses. I was gonna say no. I was gonna say no, they didn't really, because Goat and George or Georg. Why did I call him George?
Because you called him down in the LP and you're stuck on habits now.
Oh, George and George is better, and
George is so much worse.
And Goat is
Don't even
the
start
same.
on Twin Mold.
Twin Mold is. I have a love-hate with Twin Mold.
Like, I think most people agree that the beginning part is just as good, if not better, but everything after that...
I think it's fine. It's one of those situations where I think it's fine once you know what you're doing. The first time it's stupid, but afterwards I haven't really had issues. Except on that 3 hard run. Holy shit, I don't even want to talk about that. That was hell and a half. Especially because I was stupid and I missed the take half damage thing. I forgot to turn in the berries. Oh, that was fun. It was a lot of fun. No, it wasn't. But yeah, I'm still surprised Wind Waker, the original, is in '96. I don't know. It's just every time I go back to that game, it's just like there's the original. There's so much tedious stuff, but I'm glad that they fixed it all in the remake. Now the remake is definitely the only way anyone should ever play the game, and I'm surprised they haven't put it on the Switch yet. Especially because the Switch is selling like hotcakes.
Where's the...
Are you sure it's not just Nitro?
I'm just gonna trust that it is.
I feel like you've asked the same thing on this bonus round before, and you were like, and then you found it, and it was just the 3 Nitro.
Yeah, that's why I'm going.
What else is there? A Link to the Past got a 95. Wait. Yeah, okay, never mind. I thought that was Four Swords Adventure or something. I was like, what? Phantom Hourglass got a 90?
That's funny.
Critics? You okay? I mean, it has an 80, 8.0, 80 between people, like, just users. Surprisingly.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just assuming there's some magic bullet with Zelda after that Skyward Sword score.
Skyward Sword is a pretty great game, I would say.
No, it's not.
You haven't even played it!
I played enough. And
how far did you get?
I got through the first dungeon, and you know for a fact that if I played it, I would have just hated it more. Tell me I'm wrong. Especially with how divisive that game is.
Maybe, I don't know. I can't answer that for you. I'm gonna be honest.
Because I have tried going back to it, and I would quit it in rage within 5 minutes.
Triforce Heroes got a 73. Spirit Tracks got an 87. Which is funny, because that's the game that people usually say is the good one of the handhelds.
Well, it's the good DS one. But there's not much competition. It's Phantom Hourglass.
Minish Cap got an 89. Four Swords Adventure
there were some sins committed, apparently.
What do you mean?
Minish Cap gets 89, but all these other ones get 90s and above.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I agree. Because Minish Cap's pretty darn good.
It's
Four Sword Adventure got 86.
My favorite 2D Zelda game. It's either that or Link Between Worlds for me.
The original Legend of Zelda ported to the Game Boy Advance got an 84. Excuse me, definitely not.
No.
The game is aged so sourly, it's not even funny. I understand the importance.
Oh,
but
sure,
geez,
but
it aged so bad.
Just because it's important doesn't mean that it's a good game by today's standards.
It's aged so bad. Adventure of Link, which this is the Game Boy port, 73. You know what? I can understand that. I think it's better than the first game by a long shot. So
I haven't played much of the second one, so I can't say.
It's stupidly hard, but I think it's good. So there's that. I think that's all the games.
Now it's just a while. I think after this level, I'm just gonna end the part here.
How long has it been?
It's been like 35 minutes.
Well,
This part
check
doesn't
how
need to
many.
go too long.
Check how many you have left,
mean,
anyways.
We're gonna have relics, so it's not like we're not gonna have anything to do for the next part.
It's true. Oh, dude, Flying Adventure Zelda version,
Oh, what?
iOS game. I want to play that.
No. You gotta check the real gem. Link's crossbow training.
Link's crossbow.
If that gave us high score, that's how you know people are full of shit.
I'm pretty sure it has a really low score. 68.
Yeah, that's about as much as you could expect.
I like how the picture on Metacritic isn't even like the box art. It's just the picture of the gun, the Wii gun, with like a little circle that says.
That's so funny.
It says, you know, Link's crossbow training. It's so funny. Hold on, I want to get it. Why didn't they show the box art?
They probably couldn't be bothered to dig it up. It's like, yeah, it's Link's crossbow training, who cares?
It's funny because it looks like they just got a render of Link doing something else, and then they just put the crossbow on it. God, that's really funny. Yeah, they got the image where it's the box that comes, you know, the box little gun peripheral, and in a circle it says, you know, comes with Link's crossbow training.
What the? I'm missing like 10 boxes. What?
Are you sure have you reached the end?
Yes, that was a teleporter right back here.
Yeah,
right here.
Nitros?
I already got the nitro detonator.
This
This is the end of level. Literally, like, the teleporter to go to this area was after the normal end of the stage.
What happens if you leave? I guess go through the entire area again.
Yeah,
Might as well.
because if I leave the stage, then I have to do the bonus to get, and I'm stuck here. I guess I have to leave now.
I mean, you could just suicide and try again.
When in doubt. Alright, let's...
And check every nook and cranny.
We're not playing Ace Attorney yet, we don't need to make those jokes.
Is that a thing in Ace Attorney?
Oh, they don't stop.
Every nook and cranny.
All the time.
Objection.
Like, they probably say nook and cranny more than they do objection. Objection is just more known because of the meme.
I'm gonna press objection before anybody says anything, and you can't stop me.
It doesn't do anything, so go ahead.
Oh, I thought they would like let me do something. I thought I could speedrun the game, exhaust my options.
I wonder if there's anything down here. This is it. What? That is another bastard.
Of course. I love it how it's the pit that you decide to check down.
I looked at it because it looked just a little bit big.
I just found that really funny. You're like, what if it's this one?
At least it wasn't. At least it wasn't like H of Space or whatever it was where I was literally checking every death pit before I found it.
I wonder what the worst game of this generation is.
What was that PS4 game everybody hated, Life of Tiger? Or Life of Black Tiger?
Oh, yeah. There's no way that game is worse than The Quiet Man.
Wanna try?
How do I find worst rated games? I know there's a way to, like, look.
I know the way I did it when I was checking for things that I could do HPOs on a few years ago is, although, again, this was a few years ago, so they might have updated the site, and I hope they have. I did best rated, and I went all the way to the bottom.
There's also list of games with notable for negative reception on Wikipedia.
Yeah, but that's only a few games.
It's safe lock too.
Yeah, but again, that's only a few games.
Are Are you sure? There's a holy shit,
I have that
there's so many
page
games.
bookmarked. There's only so... It's not something that would last.
There's like 20 games from the 90s. Okay, not 20, but there's like 15. 1, 2,
Oh, wait a minute. This is the place I was supposed to jump down, wasn't it?
11, 12, 13, I think so. There's 14 games.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, there's 14 games on the, just about in the 90s. I guess technically 16, because it counts all the Zelda CDI releases in one. Maybe you're supposed to come at this from the other side.
No, I got it the right way.
So.
Otherwise
I
can't
see.
recover.
Now, see, if they had a Wumpa Fruit laying like that,
Well, that's the entranced solution.
all you had to do. All you had to do. Alright, 2010s. Fallout 76 is at the way end.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Dude, I love Fallout 76. It's the funniest train wreck of all time. Literally you know there's news on it that it might be going free to play soon, right?
They've been debunked by Bethesda directly.
It's so funny. It's just so funny though. All the stuff that keeps happening with the game.
Oh, I know,
it's
like there's so much stuff circulating around.
It's almost like something new every day. Well, I mean, when it first came out, it was like legitimately something new every day.
Oh yeah.
Now it's changed to like something new at least like
It's
once
like
a week.
I don't care about Bethesda or their games or anything, and I'm still finding it funny. Like I still
It's
watch
hilarious.
those videos because it's like a train wreck. Like you want to look away, but you can't.
It's hilarious, and it just keeps going and going, and I love it. So in 2018, what were considered the critically worst games, so nothing like just pure shovelware, was Agony, The Calling 2, The Quiet Man, and Fallout 76.
Well, you had your game pick at least.
I feel sorry for Agony. And I feel bad too, because that game looked like it had a lot of potential, but
It looked really
they
bad from what I
fucked
saw
up.
of it, but I only saw it like when it released.
no, I meant like the trailer stuff, like that they in the stuff they were talking about, like
Oh yeah,
had
I
a
never
lot of
saw
potential.
any of that. I only saw the game after it launched, and it's like, yikes.
I was like, dude, a disgusting game that's supposed to like take place in hell. This could be very interesting, and it was supposed to be like basically rated A because of the crazy shit they were gonna do. I'm like, dude, this could be a really interesting game. And then they had to censor it because they couldn't release it on consoles, and then they were gonna make an unrated patch for PC users, and then they never came out with it. I think is what happened. Could be wrong on that one. I think something like that happened. Quiet Man, everyone knows about that.
I don't.
It looked bizarre when it first was revealed, and then it came out, and it was awful. It's like a one-dimensional, like beat 'em up game. Is the best description. Like, press one button, do the same combo, repeat for hours, while also having cutscenes that are played by real actors, and then it changes into like the what's it called, like into actual gameplay with like bad graphics and stuff like that. Also, they originally they patched this, but originally the game the cuts, because you're playing like a deaf man or something, they made all the cutscenes silent.
It's interesting, but I don't know.
Yeah, imagine sitting and watching a 3-minute cutscene, but you literally can't hear anything. You see voices, but you can't hear anything. You see people talking. They had to patch in the audio, I think, because people were really complaining. They were like, we literally can't hear anything. It was so funny.
I was right at the end. I had all the boxes. I was done with this area 10 minutes ago.
Apparently the devs were trying to make a proper silent film, but they fucked up and made it confusing instead of they like fucked up the fundamentals of a silent film. That's since they patched in the audio. Oh, it's so funny.
Well, I have to go this way now, I guess.
Trying to see if there's any interesting random games that are particularly terrible that could be something that you could maybe, or even me could maybe play in the future.
What a great friend you are.
Both of us, not just you. I kind of like playing trash games. As long, selectively trash, actually. I think I should clarify that.
I was about to say, like, oh, so you want to start playing Bubsy some more?
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, though, with Bubsy, it's the control ruins that game entirely for me. So it has to be a game that I can at least, like, fucking play. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's, like, broken, like, it's gotta be broken in the funny sense. Like Big Rigs. At least that's, like, entertaining.
The game controls well, it's just... well enough. It's just... it's Big Rigs.
Big Rigs is amazing. It's like the best, worst game ever. I love it.
I don't even know if it qualifies as a game, but...
yeah, that is debatable.
I used to have it on my computer, I don't think I do anymore, but...
I'm trying to see if there's a...
Like
there
five
has
levels
to be...
and 3 of them straight up don't work.
There has to be something really bad that neither of us have heard of.
Well, sure. Just check out the indie scene, you'll find something.
That isn't just the indie scene, because that's like easy, because then you're just gonna get like stupid bad asset flips and stuff.
What?
Oh no! The fabled one.
Ah. You know where it was too, don't you? It was the bonus round. I'm almost certain.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, I got 1 gem at least. I'm not stopping him. Yeah, now we're definitely ending this video after we get all of them, but there's no way I'm not.
Understandable.
I'm making sure these all detonate. This game doesn't have the weird Crash 1 bug, but I'm paranoid.
I don't blame you. I think I've instinctually done that because I just don't trust it. I think the only game that I don't do that in is Insane Trilogy, because that game I feel like they coded it properly in there.
They did, but I still do it in that game because I'm scared.
I think I still do it too, but I think of all the games I wouldn't do it in, I think that would be the one.
If there's a game I wouldn't do it in, it's Tomb Sandy, because no box gems.
Enter the Dragonfly is on this list?
I mean, I guess it did have noteworthy negative reception. It fits.
Did it really?
Yeah, people hated it when it first came out. And they still kind of do.
The PS2 version has a 56, though, on Metacritic. That's bad, but it's like, it's not like atrocious bad for Metacritic standards.
I know, but when you have a really popular franchise, people will bash on it even if it's just a little bit disappointing. Like, I bring this up all the time, people talk about Sonic 06 as being one of the worst games of all time, even though its Metacritic is like 40-something. Like, it's not good, but it could have been a lot worse.
Oh my lord. Somebody rated it 90 out of 100, GamePro.
Oh boy. Maybe they just assumed they had a buggy copy.
Huh, interesting. I like the GameSpot review, or little review thing. A train wreck of a game that has no direction, no technical merit, and little appeal except for as a game design and house of horrors and showcase of some good music by Stuart Copeland.
I don't know if I would agree with the design part. I think the design was fine, but other than that, yeah, they nailed it.
I mean, only like the first 2 levels really suck anyways. It kind of picks up after that. I know there's not really many levels in it as is, which is a downside to begin with. But at least
so
I
big
think
that it takes like an hour to finish one, so...
Yeah, like I think they're fine as is. So except for the first like 2, because they're boring. I know you don't like the luau level, but I think it aesthetically enough pleases me, and that is good. At least like I think everyone can agree, Crop Circle Country is literally just a whole bunch of flat land that is boring as hell. And then the dojo level is just like, I don't know, we've seen it already enough, I guess. It's not special, and it has a lot of open spots still too. So, you were missing 3 here before, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just kind of getting a reminder, so I know what you're at. Looks like it's gonna be. You were missing 1 here.
I was right then.
What were you missing here then?
I have no idea. I must have missed one of the strong boxes or something.
That's so weird.
Or one of the maybe I missed the TNT.
Why can you rate stuff 0 out of 10 on?
That just seems like asking for trolls.
That shouldn't even be an option in anything. That doesn't make sense. They're basically that's equivalent of saying I've never played this game. Even if you have played the game, you might as well have said you've never played the game.
What game?
Exactly. There are 2 separate Simpson games from 2001 and 2002.
That's a little confusing. Do they at least have separate names?
Yeah, the Simpsons Wrestling and the Simpsons Skateboarding.
Oh. So they're both sports games.
These games have less than a 40 on Metacritic. I'm just surprised that Enter the Dragonfly is here. It almost has a 60 on Metacritic. The GameCube version is much lower of a score, but still.
It's lower? The GameCube version is the definitive one.
No.
Yeah, it is. It has faster loading and the textures are better.
If I remember, it has a lot of... It has even more technical issues outside of the glitchy stuff in the loading. I know the loading is faster by a long shot.
They
especially
fixed a lot, though. Like, I played through both, and the PS2 version was way buggier.
I remember hearing the GameCube version had, like, immense issues with, just frame rate and crazy stuff like that.
That's the PS2 version. I don't know if you played the
GameCube version on like an actual GameCube or the emulated version, because emulation obviously.
So I can't really talk about frame rate.
Yes, I was gonna say because emulation can change a lot of things, as opposed to like the actual PS2 version. Because when I play the game on this channel, eventually I'm gonna be playing on the actual PS2, as opposed to the GameCube emulation and stuff like that. I hope my disc works fine. I don't recall there ever being an issue, but ever since TAC 2, you never know.
TAC 2?
TAC 1, my bad.
Like you haven't done Staff Dreams yet.
Let's see if the reception section of Enter the Dragonfly actually says something. Wow, it got platinum sales rewards on the PS2.
It did. It sold really well.
Man, it sold really well in the UK, yeah. Who the hell is this guy, and why did they message me on Discord? Oh, I remember this guy. Let's see.
Going to be a death me.
GameSpot gave the GameCube version a 3.2 and the PS2 version a 2.8.
So they both suck. Which,
yeah,
fair enough.
But I mean, what I'm trying to get at is they rated the GameCube version higher.
As far as I was aware, that was the general consensus. This is the first time I've ever heard anyone say that the PS2 version is better by any capacity.
The game will skip. I'm trying to see if this says anything about it.
Granted, I don't spend my days looking up information on Enter the Dragonfly of all games, but these boxes are so bugged, it's throwing me off.
There aren't many enemies. No, these are just general complaints with the entire game. Let me just search up Enter the Dragonfly GameCube and PS2 differences. That might be actually easier. I feel like I've done this at some point in my life.
Possibly.
I don't know why.
Because you wanted to buy it.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I just wanted to play the GameCube version or something at some point. And I was like, I wonder what the differences are. Because rather, instead of playing it on my actual PS2. Like, maybe I was curious. That's all I can think of. So this person has a kind of long-winded response. Both have erratic frame rate, but the GameCube version targets 60 FPS and is able to hit said target, unlike the PS2 counterpart, which is definitely locked at 30. Okay. Just from the hub world alone, the PS2 version easily drops into the 20s below multiple areas when a large part of the world is being rendered. Maneuvering around the hub world in the PS2 version is a choppy disaster, and I have no idea how nobody noticed it while playing it in the past. Meanwhile, on the GameCube, it's a perfect 60 in smaller areas and about 30 to 50 when going through those large portions of the hub screen. The dips are still very much noticeable, but sure as hell isn't as choppy as the PS2 version. I don't remember the PS2 version being choppy. I just remember having that. It's been a while since I played, mind you. I don't remember it being choppy. I remember having it just that. Oh wait, no, never mind. I remember. Yeah, you're right. I remember how it looks. I thought it had the like slow motion, the slow motion version of Wait, you know what I mean, right?
You know, like the Sonic 06 lag.
Yeah, kind of like that. But yeah, no, I remember what you mean. Yeah, it's choppy.
I just noticed I made it to the mythical number.
Same deal in the levels.
I'm at 99.
Oh, he got the trophy! It's the same deal in the levels with the PS2 being choppy and the GameCube pulling through. Otherwise, both games are completely the same, aside from GameCube lacking the fog effect the PS2 has, as well as the water being more clear than light blue.
Yes, okay. 154.
The other person says in their experience the GameCube had always less frame rate. This is really weird. Should just check how many gems you're missing. If I had to guess, you might be missing.
I have all of them in the first two.
You might be missing like 3 max, I feel like.
I'm missing 2 there. That's the only 2 I'm missing in that warp room.
I think you're missing 1 up here, so I actually might have...
I'm not missing anything here.
Oh.
It's just this one level.
It's just the one level.
Well, whatever. I'm still ending the part here. I'll just
I was, at the beginning. I was a little surprised. I was like, huh.
But this will just be the beginning of the next part, and then we'll move on to relics.
Yay! Warp Room 1 relics!
Thank you all for watching. See you then. Goodbye.
Love you.